1 year ago today, the Human Rights Campaign took an unprecedented step.
The country's largest LGBTQ+ civil rights group is sounding the alarm tonight, saying their community is in a nationwide state of emergency.
An unprecedented wave of anti-LGBTQ+ legislation.
500 pieces of legislation targeting the LGBTQ+ community across the country.
This was in response to MAGA-fueled attacks in our community. I'm talking about the introduction of a record-breaking number of anti-LGBTQ+ bills in state legislatures. More than 500 bills in 2023 alone. The consequences have been heartbreaking. Families forced to leave their home states in search of health care for their kids. Violence on the rise against trans folks, especially Black trans women. Hundreds of anti-LGBTQ+ bills designed to sign hate into law. We are in an uphill battle, but despite the backlash against us, I'm here to tell you that the state of the LGBTQ+ community is defiant and resilient, and there's a reason for that. Our lesbian, gay, bi, trans, and queer community, we didn't let hateful attacks stop us from speaking out and pushing back. And because of this, as many states bring their 2024 legislative sessions to a close, one thing is clear: the tide is turning. We are gaining momentum. We showed up in states like Florida and Georgia and West Virginia to defeat anti-LGBTQ+ legislation. Trans youth and their families showed up to defeat a ballot measure in Arizona. Pro-equality governors nationwide have shown up to veto hateful bills all across the country. Now, at the same time, states all the way from Maine to Minnesota to California are advancing pro-LGBTQ+ bills that bring us closer to equality for all, without exception. Now, my friends, we are not out of the woods. Millions of people have had their whole lives turned upside down in this bigotry. And too many anti-equality politicians remain in office defying the will of their constituents. But if this year's legislative sessions have reminded us of anything, it's that MAGA politicians don't target us because we are weak. They target us because they fear our strength. They fear our power. Because today is a new day. The anti-LGBTQ+ agenda is a failing, outdated strategy, and change is in the air. Just like we always have, it's time to show up with pride. At state houses, at school board meetings, and yes, at the ballot box, we have to show up to make clear that our power is growing. We have to show up to send a message. We have to show up to show them that extremism may get you a little bit of attention, but equality wins elections. Now is the time for us not just to fight, but to win. So let's keep showing up, and let's do it with pride.